The first competition of the afternoon is Monster Jam JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seeded into the bracket based on a random draw. So coming up first, it's driver against the clock, which means the driver with the fastest time takes the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. So, Greensboro, are you ready for Monster Jam JCB Racing?
Keep that excitement going for our first competitor as he pulls up to the line. Fernando Martinez, Team El Toro Loco. Greensboro, let's go green! .733, starting things off real strong. 9.733. .733 for Team El Toro Loco. That's going to be the current time to beat in the JCB Racing competition. Approaching the line, Megalodon, Megalodon. .178. 12.178 for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Scott Murray behind the scenes cheering on his team member. .178, the time for Team Megalodon. Up next, that black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. A 10.052. 10.052 for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Once again, a 10.052 for the black and green wrecking machine. That'll put him currently in second place in the JCB Racing competition. Coming up next, she took the racing win yesterday. Can she do it again? Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. .237, 10.237. Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy behind the scenes in the pits, cheering her on. And of course, we have little Bailey Circuit, our Robo Pup, down there on the track. Once again, 10.237 for Ringling Bailey Circuit. Continuing on with our next competitor, Chucky Pawkin, Classroom Crusher. $11.705. 11.705. Super glued to the action replay. He starts off really strong where he lost some time was at that final turn. That's the most crucial part of this. He kind of overshot that one, had to readjust before crossing the finish line. Once again, an 11.705 for Classroom Crusher. Coming up next, looking to secure his first JCB Racing win of the year, it's Tony Oaks, JCB Tigatron. So close, but not enough to take over the top spot. Take a look at that super glued to the action replay. Really solid race pass right at the very end. I think he actually cut that corner the best out of anybody so far here in the JCB Racing competition. Again, an incredible time of a 9.964. The time to beat, though, remains 9.733 for Nano Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, looking at our leaderboard, as we see, we still do have El Toro Loco leading right now, but JCB Tigatron really launched across the pod, putting him in second. So we still have more racers to come, just a couple more, matter of fact. And when we do, Monster Jam fans, remember to cheer on your drivers so that we can get our champion. Monster Jam fans, make some noise if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
Here to sparkle smash the competition. Making her way around the track, Kylie Kent, sparkle smash. Kylie Kent, this is her debut weekend here at Monster Jam. She is the rookie on Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, looking to secure her first competition win of her career. $12.315. Kylie Kent, sparkle smash. One competitor remains. That time to beat has been held on to by Fernando Martinez, but we got one more heavy hitter approaching the line. Representing Team Zombie, it's Brandon Telechka. Seconds flat for Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. that means the winner of the JCB Racing competition, celebrating 25 years of the Crazy Bull, it's Team El Toro Loco, Fernando Martinez. His first JCB Racing win of the season, actually, not only of the weekend, but of the season. Him and AJ Roseborough took the BKT Overall Event Championship last night and now have set themselves up for success with the first 8 points of the afternoon.
Woo! He's the fastest kid alive. Fernando Martinez, Team El Toro Loco, joined by AJ Roseborough. Fernando, taking that last turn, won it for you because Tony Oaks did not make it easy, gaining precious seconds. Talk to me about it.
It's funny, I was coming out here actually, and Tony stops me, and he's like, that close, dude. But you know what? I had a lot of motivation. There was a certain gravedigger yesterday that called me out when he won racing. He was like, dude, you got to do better at racing. So thanks, Weston. The encouragement seemed to work out just fine, man.
There it is, celebrating 25 years of that Crazy Bull. Let's make some noise. Team El Toro Loco. Moving and grooving. Let's make some noise for Michaela Telushka, Team Megalodon. That's right, Greensboro. Your code is GRE. Get on judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds to lock those scores in.
Greensboro, you heard David. Scan that QR code. While you're doing it, take a look at that super glue to the action replay of that nice popper up on the center of the pod, balancing on those front BKT tires. A 12,000-pound shark right there to kick off the two-wheel skills challenge. Scores are locked in. The score for Megalodon is a 6.848, 6.848. So that's going to be the score to beat in the two-wheel skills challenge. He's a four-time Arena Series champion, making his way onto the track. The black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Attempt number one, combo after combo from Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
take a side of biscuits with that three-piece combo. Make some noise for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. JudgesZone.com is open. 20 seconds.
Super glue, glued to the action replay. There were wheelies, there were stoppies, combo after combo. As David said, unbelievable stuff from arguably the king of two-wheel here at Monster Jam, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Right now, score to beat is Megalodon with a 6.848. The score for Gravedigger is 8.833. New leader, new score to beat. Coming up next, we call her the Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Scoring is open at JudgesZone.com. Take out those phones, lock in your scores. If you haven't joined in already, what are you waiting for?
Super glue, glued to the action replay. That nice popper. Great control and finesse on that one. If you're looking closely, she's actually shifting the weight of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck from tire to tire. So from front right BKT tire to front left BKT tire. And little Bailey Circuit herself was actually doing some handstands in the corner. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board. A 7.949, 7.949. Good enough for second place currently in the two-wheel skills challenge.
Greensboro, get ready. It's time for Toro Loco two-wheel skid.
The Crazy Bull with a crazy combo on that one. That was just attempt number 1. He still has attempt number 2. Steering wheel out the window on the track. Gets the combo, kicks it into reverse, and that'll do it for Fernando Martinez.
Put your horns up and get loud for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Score now at judgeszone.com.
Super glued to the action replay. Fernando Martinez showcasing so much restraint in his skill set. Pops it on the nose, keeps the vertical positioning, adds the flair by throwing the steering wheel out the window, and is still able to maintain, again, such finesse in a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. Score to beat is Gravedigger, an 8.833. The score for El Toro Loco is so close, an 8.677. Fern, that's going to put you currently in second place in the two-wheel skills challenge. All right, Greensboro, let's get those zombie arms moving for Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. He's rocking those zombie arms in the truck right now. Attempt number 1, that popper shifts it forward onto the front of that Monster Jam truck, lining up with the ram for attempt number 2. Possibly going for a stoppie here. And we got the stoppie. Into the handstand. Monster Jam fans, put those zombie arms out for Brandon Telechka. A rollover with that stoppie. Let us know what you guys thought, though, at judgeszone.com. It's very rare that we actually see Brandon Telechka with a rollover in the two-wheel skills challenge. He usually finds that balancing point right there. You can see it super glued to the action replay. A little bit too much gusto that he's putting the weight bearing on those zombie arms with that rollover. Just couldn't quite keep the balancing point. Scores are locked to 6.6. 1, 2, 6.6, 1, 2, and our JCB Dirt Squad is going to help us out here. You can see them coming on the track to get that Monster Jam truck upright, back on all 4 BKT tires, to then be assessed in the pits by our UNOH technicians.
Monster Jam fans, if you have ever wondered when you might have your opportunity to meet our Monster Jam drivers or our Freestyle Mania riders, well, today could be your lucky day. Take a look at that video board. You can scan the QR code and it'll take you to our VIP meet and greet website. You can purchase this ticket. However, you only have until the start of halftime, which would be until the end of this competition. So again, you can scan the QR code. It'll take you straight there for your chance to meet our Monster Jam drivers. Monster Jam fans, I am standing here in the stands with two very special ladies that are gonna help me introduce a very special girl that is coming out to the track. So it's time to get loud and welcome
Kylie Kent in Sparkle Smash.
Unicorn horns in the air and get loud for Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open for Sparkle Smash at judgeszone.com.
For those two attempts, she was utilizing the different obstacles down there on the track. First one was that double log stack, and then moving over to the opposite end of the pod, working on those sky wheelies. So she got a nice pop. We're really looking for that vertical positioning to get that big air, but a really nice attempt nonetheless for our rookie this season, Kylie Kent. Let's see what you guys thought at judgeszone.com. A 5.539 for Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. Coming up next, can you dig it? Tony Oaks Team JCB Gigatron. BKT Tires holding our breath there on that one for a second. TJ Tiffany is pumped behind the scenes about that one. Tony Oaks keeping us at the edge of our seats.
Monster Jam fans, keep it going. That was Tony Oaks, JCB Gigatron. Score now.
Greensboro, this man is in it to win it today. He is laser focused. Got the save with the combo on the nose, moonwalk. It looked like it was gonna be a rollover, but man, oh man, he saves it on the side. Somehow manages to get on all 4 BKT tires. I have a funny feeling these are gonna be some impressive scores. Let's just take it up to the video board. 9.007. New leader, new score to beat. Team JCB Digatron digs its way to the top of the leaderboard. Our last competitor in the 2-wheel skills challenge, he's the coolest kid in class, Chucky Pawkin, Classroom Crusher.
Put those hands together for Chucky Pawkin, Classroom Crusher. Get those scores in, Monster Jam fans, for the final time in this competition. Is Classroom Crusher gonna seal the win? You let us know what you think.
Nice second attempt from Chucky Pawkin right there. Kicks it on those back BKT tires, wheelies up the ramp through the entirety of the elevated obstacle, smooth down the other side, twist that Monster Jam truck before putting it back down on all 4 BKT tires. Remember, score to beat JCB Digatron 9.007. The score for Classroom Crusher is a 7.228, 5th place for Classroom Crusher, but that means the winner of the 2-wheel skills challenge, Team JCB Digatron. Tony Oaks takes the win. His first competition win of the weekend. And with that, they are now officially in the lead for series points here on a Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
Let's talk about it with the winners here on the pod. We got Tony Oaks, Team JCB Digatron, joined by TJ Tiffany. Tony Oaks, you heard it there first. And I'm going to repeat it one more time for the people in the back. That puts you in the lead for the series right now, Tony, taking that 2-wheel skills. How do you feel, my man?
Dude, that is exactly what I want to hear, man. That is music to my ears, music to JCB's ears, music to my buddy TJ's ears. Man, it's so awesome. You guys treat us so good. Y'all don't know, that was a little accident. I just wanted to stand that thing up and give you a little wheel action, but you know what? It's like my old art teacher used to say, turn your goof into something great, and that's what we did out here.
That's exactly right, man. It was really impressive. Now, Tony, we have TJ Tiffany about to take the track for the FMX portion. We're going to get some valuable points for your team, and maybe we'll be standing on here in the pod. Any words of encouragement?
Dude, couldn't be a better fit to represent JCB out here in this Freestyle Mania competition. Man, I'll tell you what, these guys, they're wild, they're crazy, they are clinically ill in the brain, man. Hold on to your butts, because it's about to get hot.
Let's go, Greensboro! Keep it going for Team JCB Digatron.
Greensboro, welcome back to the second half of Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. Our riders are making their way onto the track right now, and they are going to soar through the air and compete in two competitions. We're going to have the best upright trick competition and the best trick competition. As I mentioned earlier, they're going to have the opportunity to add points to their team's score. Right now, the goal is the BKT Overall Event Championship this afternoon, but all of this culminates in an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals the weekend of 4th of July, July 3rd and 4th in Salt Lake City, Utah, in partnership with the Utah Sports Commission at Rice Eccles Stadium. It's been an awesome opening weekend for us here on Freestyle Mania. And our riders are ready to take to the ramp in just a moment to do a couple of practice jumps before they dive into the competition. All right, let's meet them. Team JCB Ticketron, TJ Tiffany. Ringling Bailey Circuits, Greg Duffy. Representing the black and green wrecking machine, Noah Bakken, Grave Digger. Get those zombie arms moving. It's Chandler Hyder, Zombie. Classroom Crushers, Drew Slough. Let's get a little crazy for AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. Here to Sparkle Smash the competition, Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. And ready to swim to the top of the leaderboard, Scott Murray, Megalodon.
Here we go, Monster Jam fans. It is now time to kick off the FMX portion of this event. We are getting into Freestyle Mania, baby. So we're gonna start it off with the FMX Best Upright Trick Competition. So what that means is all of these riders can dig into their bags of tricks and they can do anything they want except for a backflip. So it's gotta be an upright trick. Now, we are encouraging all of you. We need your help, Monster Jam fans. This is in your hands. Use judgeszone.com. You're gonna have 20 seconds at the end of each jump. So make sure that you're paying attention, have it ready to go. GRE is the code. So what do you say, Greensboro? Who's ready for the FMX Best Upright Trick?
Let's get the party started with Ringling Bailey Circuits, Greg Duffy. From Annapolis, Maryland, he made his Monster Jam debut in 2023. He actually started with Monster Jam Freestyle Mania this summer, and now this is his full official series with us. He's gonna set the bar for his fellow competitors.
Put those hands together for Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Let them hear you, Monster Jam fans. It's judgeszone.com. Remember, city code is still GRE. If you're just making your way back to your seats, come on down and score.
You saw up there on that super glue, glued to the action replay, a whip. He released one of his legs as he was going from side to side. A 7.284 is going to be the score to beat in the FMX Best Upright Trick competition. Coming up next, put those horns in the air. It's AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. Team El Toro Loco took the BKT Overall Event Championship last night for the second event here in Greensboro. They have an opportunity to take the win again. AJ Roseboro is going to try to get to the top of the leaderboard for his team. Let's see what he has in store.
Put your horns up and get loud for Team El Toro Loco, AJ Roseboro. Giving us a little extra flair on the back end there, Christina.
Yeah, nice little wheelie action, a little bit of showmanship as he makes his way back onto the pod. Fernando Martinez watching his teammate back there, AJ Roseboro. Let's see what you guys thought at judgeszone.com. 6.718, second place now for Team El Toro Loco, currently in this phase of the competition. Continuing on with our next competitor from Orlando, Florida, it's TJ Tiffany. Representing Team JCB Digatron, they are currently at the top of the leaderboard. Not only here for this event, but right now currently in overall series points. TJ Tiffany laser focused, coming down the ramp. What does he have in store?
Starting strong, not playing around. You can see Tony Oaks in the back saying tens. But what did you think, fans? Go to judgeszone.com and make some noise for TJ Tiffany, JCB Digatron.
That super glue to the action replay showcases that rock solid. One of TJ Tiffany's signatures, grabs the seat, lets it go, brings the bike back to him. So seat grab, Superman, no hands. All right, scores are locked in. Score to beat, Ringling Bailey Circuit, 7.284. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.519. New leader, new score to beat. It's time for the black and green wrecking machine to do his thing out there on the track. Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Noah Bakken has been finishing in the middle of the pack in these two competitions. It's now his time to emerge victorious and jump to the top of the leaderboard. We're gonna see, we know Weston Anderson behind the scenes is cheering on his teammate as he comes down the ramp.
Hanging off the cliff with that one. Monster Jam fans, I need you to get loud. He's coming back down the tunnel. Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Score now at judgeszone.com.
Taylor, he believes he can fly, and he did. With that cliffhanger, hooking his feet on the handlebars, standing all the way up. Really impressive stuff. Let's see what you guys thought. Focus your attention up there on the video board for Noah Bakken. 8.363, second place, 8.363 for Gravedigger. All right, Monster Jam fans, school is in session. Drew Slaw, Classroom Crusher. our youngest competitor here in Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, partnered up with Chucky Palkin, coming down the ramp.
Make some noise, Monster Jam fans! Scoring is open at judgeszone.com for Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher.
The heart attack, one hand on the seat, the other on the handlebar, swings his legs in that vertical handstand position. How does that translate into scores? We're gonna find out. 8.240, 8.240, third place currently for Team Classroom Crusher. Ready to Sparkle Smash the competition. Up next, Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. Sparkle Smash. Cam Sepulveda lining up with the ramp. That Yamaha YZ250 two-stroke bike has done him well all weekend long.
She's cheering him on. Now you join her. Go ahead and make some noise for Team Sparkle Smash, Cam Sepulveda. Get those scores in, folks, at Judges Zone.
All right, remember, Monster Jam fans, you guys got all the power here. He grabs onto the seat, so he does that seat grab, and then actually twists his hips in the air, legs go outward, and then he brings himself back to center before landing on that bike. And 8.091, fourth place for Cam Sepulveda, currently on Team Sparkle Smash. Put your fins in the air. He swept not one, but two competitions yesterday. It's Scott Murray, Team Megalodon. Our veteran competitor here on Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. He wowed the crowd yesterday with both his upright trick and his best trick, taking the win for Team Megalodon. Is he gonna do it again? Remember, the power's in your hands at judgeszone.com.
Making waves. Oh, Michaela Teleshka back there, cheering on her teammate, of course. Greensboro, let him hear you. Make some noise for Scott Murray, Megalodon.
Super glue to the action replay with the KOD. Hands on the handlebars, tucks his body, and then shoots his body up in the air, and then handstand position. Have a funny feeling we're gonna see some good scores on that one. Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.519. The score for Megalodon is 8.615. New leader, new score to beat. One competitor remains. Let's get those zombie arms going for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. The Kawasaki 450 is his ride of choice this season at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, our final competitor in this phase of the competition.
Christina, did you see that? We got zombie arms in the air. I didn't know zombies could fly. Make some noise, Monster Jam fans, for Chandler Hyder, Zombie.
Yeah, Taylor, that was something different. We haven't seen that ever, actually. And in a freestyle competition, a freestyle motocross competition. So fun stuff there with those zombie arms. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board for Chandler Hyder, Zombie. A 6.683, which means the winner of the best upright trick for the second time this weekend, Scott Murray, Team Megalodon.
Michaela Teleska joining me right here on the edge of the track. The other half of Team Megalodon, Scott Murray, getting it done, a W in the first competition. Are you ever just not, I mean, how impressed are you right now?
Man, it's super awesome. All of my nerves transferred to him. All that adrenaline that you guys are giving to us went straight into that flying air and got us to first place.
Well, let's check out exactly where that leaves Team Megalodon on the overall event leaderboard right now. Take a look at the big video board. Team JCB Digatron holding on to that lead at 22 points. Gravedigger right there at 18, right behind them. Toro Loco with 16, 13 points. Team Megalodon, that's you, Michaela, and then two-place tie for Team Classroom Crusher and Team Ringling Bailey Circuit with 12. And rounding out the bottom of the leaderboard, Team Zombie with 9 and Team Sparkle Smash with 6. Okay, Monster Jam fans, it is now time for the second FMX competition here at Freestyle Mania. It is the FMX Best Trick Competition. Anything goes, whatever these riders want to try out, they are going to hit on this track. So one more time, Greensboro, I need you to get loud, get on judgeszone.com, and let's get crazy for the FMX Best Trick Competition.
I'm feeling the energy. I hope you guys are. Let's put your hands together. Classroom Crushers, Drew Slough. All right, Drew Slough setting the bar for the competitors. Let's hear it for Classroom Crushers, Drew Slough. And then head on over to judgeszone.com. That super glued to the action replay up there right now. The one-handed backflip, nice full extension of that arm while he is in the rotation. Solid way to kick off the best trick competition. Remember though, it comes down to what you guys think, so we gotta see what the scores will be. An 8.422. That is a great way to start, actually. 8.422 score to beat in the best trick competition. Jumping on into our next competitor, bare to the bone, Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Noah Bakken starting off with that cliffhanger for the best upright trick. What does he have up his sleeve for the best trick? Getting focused, coming around the track, making sure that bike is in tune and ready to go down the ramp.
Monster Jam fans, put those hands together and make some noise for Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Go ahead and lock it in. Monster Jam fans, in this competition, each rider has a very important job, and that is to outdo their previous competitors. So let's see what you folks thought. An 8.638. Monster Jam fans, we have a new leader and a new score to beat. Compliments of Team Gravedigger. Make some noise and get loud. We've got Team Ringling Bailey Circuit taken to the track, Greg Duffy.
Greg Duffy is a Guinness Book World Record holder, the first person to ever do a double front flip on a dirt bike. Have a funny feeling he got something really cool in store.
Another backflip variation, this time by Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Christina, when it comes to these backflip variations, they remind me of our combination moves that our drivers do, and it always makes me wonder if they decide while they're mid-air if they're gonna go for it, or if it's something that they planned over and over.
I think, honestly, it might differentiate from rider to rider, Taylor. Some of them have a plan of attack before they come down the ramp. Some of them are feeling it out in the moment, but that was a heel clicker backflip, brings both feet to the front of the bike, clicks those heels together during the rotation. All right, let's see if that was enough to jump to the top of the leaderboard. Classroom Crusher at 8.422 is the score to beat. The score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is 8.801. New leader, new score to beat. Coming up next, he's on a roll. Can he take this momentum from the last win just moments ago and bring home yet another one? It's Scott Murray, Team Megalodon. Scott Murray actually got his start with us here at Monster Jam back in 2003, and he has been soaring through the air for decades, claiming championships, taking names, coming down the ramp right now.
I heard a gigantic whoa coming from the stands. So let's reflect that one more time. Let them hear you, Monster Jam fans. Scott Murray, Megalodon.
Super glued to the action replay. Take a look right there. Goes off the takeoff ramp, kicks his body outward, and then clicks his heels back together on the pedals before finishing that rotation. Really difficult stuff, really entertaining. Lots of adrenaline on that one. All right, score to beat. Bailey Circuit 8.801. The score for Megalodon is 9.432. Scott Murray swims to the top of the leaderboard. Can you dig it? It's TJ Tiffany, JCB Ticketron. Started with the rock solid in the first competition. Now he has an opportunity here to throw something new into the mix in an effort to jump to the top of the leaderboard. Getting that balance just right before he makes the turn down the ramp.
Monster Jam fans, let them hear you. That was TJ Tiffany, JCB Ticketron. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Taylor, not only was Tony Oaks back there, but TJ Tiffany's dad has been back there supporting him throughout the entirety of the weekend.
Yes, you know, we always say this to you fans, that Monster Jam is a family sport, it's family entertainment, and we mean that from every angle, even in the back in the pits.
And with that knack flip, we're gonna get those scores locked in. A 7.851 for Team JCB Ticketron. If you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns. Representing Team El Toro Loco, it's AJ Roseborough. From Lakeville, Illinois, he made his Monster Jam debut just last year, and now here he is, Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
Monster Jam fans, you see Fernando Martinez doing those horns. Why don't you go ahead and follow along? Put your horns up and make some noise for AJ Roseborough, El Toro Loco.
Super glued to the action replay. The one-handed backflip. It looked from my angle, Taylor, that he might have hesitated ever so slightly with taking that arm off the handlebar, but he did remove the arm and then complete the rotation. So scores are locked in. Let's see how that's reflected. A 7.345. 7.345. So currently sixth place for Team El Toro Loco. You know what that music means. Come on, let me see the zombie arms for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Chandler Hyder is no stranger to adrenaline. Aside from being an FMX rider, he's also a skydiver, a cliff diver as well. So this guy has no fear.
That was a Chandler Hyder zombie. Scores are open. Judgeszone.com. Nice zombie arms, Brandon. He had the stiff arms and neck and
a little
everything.
stiff on that one.
Yeah.
Super glued to the action. Replay with that backflip. Release the legs from the handlebar. From the pedals ever so slightly. A 7.442. One competitor remains in the best trick competition, and his name is Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. From Daytona, Florida, this rider is looking to secure his first competition win of the series. He started racing motocross just as a kid, so like a lot of our young ones in the Coliseum, he's now living out a childhood dream.
Yep, Kylie Kent's back there looking pretty proud. You know what they like to say on Team Sparkle Smash, Christina, that they are sparkle smashing the competition. Make some noise for Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash.
With that super flip, it's a backflip that kind of looks like he's doing a plank in the air. The goal is for the bike and the body to almost be parallel. Impressive stuff, but was it enough to take the win? Remember the score to beat: Megalodon, Scott Murray, 9.432. The score for Sparkle Smash is and 8.885, good enough for second place. But this means the winner for the second time this weekend, sweeping the competition, Scott Murray, Team Megalodon.
Back to back wins for Team Megalodon here in the FMX competitions. Nice work. But I don't know about you, Monster Jam fans. I felt like this went by a little too quickly. So I think I want to see some more from these superstars. Greensboro, do you want more? All right, you got it. So go ahead, take your phones out, get your cameras ready, because you're getting ready to witness something that you can only see right here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. So, our riders, they're gearing up, they're circling the track, and they're gonna fly high through the sky, back to back to back. All we're missing is you, Greensboro, so I need you to help me count them in. From 3, 2, 1. It's been such an amazing weekend here in Greensboro. This is the start of our season, the very first time Monster Jam Freestyle Mania has come here, and this is going to be the final train. So I don't want to hear the dirt bikes this time. Greensboro, I want to hear each and every one of you scream! Greensboro, clap it up one more time for the superstars of Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. TJ Tiffany, Drew Slough, Greg Duffy, Noah Bakken, Chandler Hyder, AJ Rosebrough, Cam Sepulveda, and your FMX winner, Scott Murray.
Scott Murray does it again. To put it into perspective, he has won 5 out of the 6 FMX competitions this weekend in Greensboro. The man is unstoppable, David.
Catch up with the winner, Scott Murray, joined here by Michaela Tolushka, the other half of Team Megalodon. Scott, I'm gonna repeat that one more time. Christina just said it. We had 6 FMX competitions here to kick off Freestyle Mania. You took 5 of them. That is an impressive performance, Scott. What goes through your mind when you hear all those points that you got for Team Megalodon?
Man, I'm so blessed to be here, and you know, the competition is so stiff. I mean, we got Greg Duffy here, we got TJ Tiffany, we got Cam Sepulveda. I mean, these guys are the best in the business, and I'm so proud to be able to stand up here on the top of the shelf this weekend so much. You know, it would have been awesome to have that straight, all 6, but made a little mistake in the first one, but it's all good, you know, and I'm just really blessed to be here. The competition, these guys are friends before competitors, and I love riding with them.
You talk about pride, Scott. I can see it all over you, of course. How proud you are to be a part of Team Megalodon as well. Michaela Tolushka is about to hit the track for Freestyle. This could potentially have major impacts on the overall standings. Let's give Michaela some words of encouragement.
Put the hammer down, baby girl. You know what to do. Put it down and throw it down and get her done.
They're here to get it done one more time, Greensboro. Let's make some noise for Team Megalodon.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Brandon Telechka Zombie. Scoring is open for Team Zombie at judgeszone.com.
That was a thrilling way to kick off the freestyle competition. Super glued to the action replay. He ends it with the sidewall right there. Puts it back on all 4 BKT tires. It had some really big air, some nice moments. It was full throttle the entire time. Kudos to Brandon Telechka. Team Zombie scores are locked in. The score for Zombie is 8.270. Nice high score to kick off Monster Jam Freestyle. Ready to add a little sparkle to the track. It's Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash.
Put those unicorn horns in the air and make some noise. Make some noise for Kylie Kent's Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Super glued to the action replay up there on the video board. When she makes that initial, there it is, when she makes that initial jump, that confetti from the unicorn, that wow moment. Scores are locked in for Sparkle Smash. Let's see what you guys thought. A 6.685, 6.685, so second place for Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. Making her way onto the track to take a bite out of the competition, Michaela Telechka, Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, let me see those fins for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. You know what to do, and you know where to go.
Super glued to the action replay up there of Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Midway through, you did see some of those nice Monster Jam donuts, some great rotation, making a perfect circle there in the dirt. Scores are locked in, so let's see what you guys thought. A 7.739, second place for Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. Remember, Monster Jam fans, I talked about this earlier, but we have an incredible partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. And thanks to each and every one of you, this weekend alone, we have raised over $1,000. So please give yourselves a huge round of applause, because we could not do that without each and every one of you. And if you guys want to continue making those donations, scan that QR code, because in just a few moments, we are going to announce the St. Jude ambassador of the event. So you still got a couple more seconds to make those donations. Jumping back into Monster Jam Freestyle, he's a U.S. Army veteran, Tony Oakes, JCB Ticketron. He's lining up with the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. 30 seconds remain on the clock. Getting those PKT tires set.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? That is Tony Oaks, Team JCB Digatron. Scan the score. Judgeszone.com is open. 20 seconds.
Unbelievable stuff. That Morgan & Morgan backflip had so much momentum. Just look at that rotation, how quickly. He briefly landed on the back PKT tires, rebounds that Monster Jam truck, and then continues on, utilizing that momentum to go into a stoppie. That was electric, Monster Jam fans. The man is a little tired, but I have a funny feeling he's going to be happy with these scores. The score for JCB Digatron is 9.538. 9.538. Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron jumps to the top of the freestyle leaderboard.
Monster Jam fans, I am hanging out with my new friend Ezra, and we need you to get loud because it's time for
Classroom Crusher.
Classroom Crusher!
Let's hear it for Chucky Parkin, Classroom Crusher. Drew Slough behind the scenes cheering him on. That super glue to the action replay. Some nice work there. Great stoppie. So he takes the momentum from the jump. He stops a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck in its tracks. He actually did that a few times throughout the freestyle run. Kudos to our rookie this season. Scores are locked in. The scores for Classroom Crusher are a 7.620, 7.620.
Greensboro, get ready for Freeland Bailey Circuit Freestyle.
Monster Jam, make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Super glued to the action replay up there. Really great aggressive moments. Taylor, there's a reason we call her the Princess of Carnage, and I think we kind of witnessed it there. She was so close to making that save. You can see right up in the video board. At the very last second, that truck just gave out, toppled over, wasn't able to get the sidewall save. But little Bailey Circuit seems happy with that performance. All right, let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in for Ringling Bailey Circuit. A 7.954, so third place currently for the Princess of Carnage. We got our JCB Dirt Squad out there ready to help us flip over that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. But while that's happening, let's check in the back with David Mila standing by with Greg Duffy.
That's right, Christina. So I'm here with Greg. Let's catch up with the other half of Ringling Bailey Circuit. We just saw Brianna Mahan tear it up in the freestyle and actually getting a pretty good score, even though she wasn't able to save that.
Yeah, Brianna was awesome. She did great. You know, those things happen, and yeah, happy to pull off third. She killed it. She crushed it.
Man, I'm sure you've had your very fair share of chaotic moments, right?
Definitely. Almost had one yesterday. Luckily, I pulled it off. It didn't happen that way today for Brianna, but it happens.
That's what Monster Jam is all about. As Bree says hey to the crowd, let's get back to some more Monster Jam action.
And fans, we're actually getting word now from our Monster Jam officials that Ringling Bailey Circuit's Brianna Mahan has now become our St. Jude ambassador of the event, raising the most funds on behalf of St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. Those bells only mean one thing. Who's ready for Gravedigger?
Greensboro! Make some noise for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Up and over, he says. Show him some love. Let him hear you, Monster Jam fans, and lock in those scores.
High flying action for Weston Anderson, freestyle. Always aggressive, and there are so many times where he gets so much air that personally I kind of hold my breath because I'm not sure, Taylor, if he's going to land it or if that truck is going to roll over. But truly, it's a testament to not only his driving style, but also the hard work of his crew chief, Chandler West, getting that truck and most specifically those shocks dialed in each and every time.
Definitely. And you know, last night we saw him take that big jump, that big leap, and it cost him the freestyle run, but he wasn't afraid to go back at it and hit it again tonight.
No, absolutely. So let's see what you guys thought. The scores for Gravedigger are 9.047. Second place currently in Monster Jam Freestyle. David Mila standing behind the scenes right now. There he is, David.
Hey, here we go. I'm here with AJ Roseboro. He's getting ready to watch Fernando Martinez hit the track for freestyle. AJ, these are big, big points for Team El Toro Loco. What do you think's gonna happen?
Hey, you know, I know Fernando's gonna throw down, and the Crazy Bowl is gonna get crazy tonight. You guys are in for something special, and I can't wait to watch it.
Well, let's find out exactly what's going to happen. Here we go. Greensboro, are you ready for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco?
Something we haven't seen before. It looks like, Taylor, that Monster Jam truck is actually stuck or wedged on the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. 56 seconds.
You know, and we see AJ Roseboro's reaction. We're all feeling the same way. No, please. No, Christina, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Definitely not at this point in the competition.
No, absolutely not, Taylor. Super glue glued to the action. You see it right there. It's wedged underneath the mechanism of the Monster Jam truck, and unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna be able to continue. All right, he does qualify for a score, though. We are getting word that that will do it. Couple more seconds. Let's lock in those scores for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Couple more seconds, Monster Jam fans. I know this was an interesting turn of events on this one. Let's take it up to the video board. A 5.530, tough break for Team El Toro Loco. But all of this means the winner of Monster Jam Freestyle is Team JCB Ticketron. Your BKT overall event champions, Team JCB Ticketron, Tony Oates, TJ Tiffany making their way onto the pod. The first BKT overall event championship win for Team JCB Ticketron. They were fighting for it all weekend long, and now they are victorious. Tony Oates, TJ Tiffany. That puts them ahead in the season points by 8 points right now. A nice lead to going into our next weekend. We're going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, where the competition continues.
That's right, Christina. Here we go. Team JCB Ticketron, joined by Fernando Davila. We've got TJ Tiffany, Tony Oaks. They're in the middle of celebrating right now their very first overall event championship here in Freestyle Mania. TJ, let's start with you. Unbelievable performance in the FMX portion. You had your father in the back cheering you on. How does it feel?
Oh man, there's nothing else like it. Out here for Monster Jam Freestyle Mania with my boy Tony, my dad, watching my family back home. Out here, you guys are so loud, we can barely hear our bikes. We're out here, we're giving it our best. Ticketron, JCB Ticketron dirt bike and truck, they're running great. We came out here, we had a great time. we're loving every bit of it.
And Greensboro was loving it as well. Tony Oaks, you have friends and family here in attendance. You landed that backflip, giving your trophy to Fernando Davila. How does it feel, man?
Man, anybody that knows me knows that I'm never at a loss for words, man. But right now, I'm so emotionally overwhelmed that I'm at a loss for words. The anxiety coming out here, knowing that we could come out of this weekend with this JCB machine on top of this series. I mean, it was weighing heavily on my shoulders coming out here to freestyle, but I've never felt such instant relief in my life. And you know what? I owe it to these guys. TJ, fantastic job. This guy got a little baby due in about 4 days. Man, you're going to be a dad and you're going to be a good one. I love you, man. I hope that all the best for you and your wife. And dude, I'm telling you what, man, you step up to the plate. My new crew chief this year has given me the best chassis that I have ever driven in my life with this JCB Digatron. Man, you guys have been so great out here, Greensboro. You've been giving us the high score all weekend long. I love you guys. I love you when I was here with Thunder Roars. I love you when I'm here with JCB. We'll see you next time.
Congratulations one more time. Team JCB Digatron walking away on top with a BKT overall event championship win. Taylor, what an awesome way to kick off Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. It has been absolutely electric here in Greensboro. Are there any memories that stand out to you? We got a long way to go. We got another 17 weeks on this series, but this weekend was one for the books.
Yeah, definitely, Christina. I think as far as memories are concerned, honestly, and I know it's going to sound cliche, it's going to sound forced, written, scripted, whatever you want. It was truly all of you here in the stands, and not just the fans, the building staff, everybody. Everything was just amazing here. It's a good place to start out our inaugural season here with Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
It really is, and there were so many unexpected moments here, and I do want to take a moment to actually look at the BKT overall event standings right now, because look at the points. I do want to know, we have never really seen Gravedigger not at the top of a leaderboard, I think since 2022. And now you have him currently in second, 8 points behind, but Team JCB Digatron, 88 points at the top of that leaderboard, rounding out the top three. You got Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. So again, the testament to the teamwork here is going to be so crucial, because you know, if a driver falters, the rider can pick them up. If a rider falters, the driver can pick them up. And it's gonna be like this throughout the entirety of the year.
Definitely, and so it's gonna be something that we're all gonna have to keep logging into. We're not used to this at Monster Jam, this extra element. So if you've been tuned in with us since the beginning of the day yesterday, hopefully you make it until the end. It's a long few months coming up, and we'll see how all of this changes over time.
Well, it was electric, and most importantly, it was fun, and I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. On behalf of Dalen Mila down there on the track, this beautiful lady is Taylor Olivia. I'm Christina Moore, and from all of us here at Feld Entertainment, Greensboro, that was Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.